Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little different from the previous content. I thought now would be a good time to share my personal review for year 1 of the PlayStation 5 console, as I've had my PS5 for just under 1 year at the time of making this video. For some background information on my console gaming history, I have personally owned pretty much all PlayStation and Xbox consoles over the years. I currently play PlayStation over Xbox as I prefer Sony's ecosystem and their choices of exclusive games. Now, I know how difficult it still is to get a PS5 at the moment, thanks to COVID, the chip shortages and the popularity of gaming these days, especially with lockdown. Getting a PS5 is very tough right now. I got really lucky and got my PS5 just after launch and have been using it consistently since then. So, starting off with the design of the console. The whole style of the PS5 is very futuristic. I really like the flowing lines and the modern art look to the console. One big issue for me is the size of the thing. It's huge. When using the standard vertical mode, it's almost as tall as my gaming PC. Luckily, I used the PS5 in horizontal mode, which is still very wide, but I did spend years playing the George Foreman grill fat style PS3, so it's not a deal breaker for me personally. Moving on to the hardware. The internals of the PS5 are extremely impressive for a console. The power is more than what's currently needed for 99% of games on console, but it's nice to know that games coming out in 5 years are unlikely to bring the console to its knees, giving the PS5 some future viability. The SSD storage is a huge time saver for faster booting times and loading screens. This was the main thing that I noticed after playing for PS4 for years and years when jumping to the PS5. However, the expandable storage situation is pretty terrible right now. The SSDs that you can buy for the PS5 are way too expensive. This is due to the read-write speed needing to be extremely fast to keep up with the console's architecture. You can easily spend £200 to £300 just on an SSD drive for your new PS5 games. Frankly, that's ridiculous, and I'm hoping the price will soon start to come down. And moving on to the most important part of any console review, the games. Like most first years of any console launch, the current PS5 games are few and far between, but the specific PS5 versions of PS4 games have filled in the gaps just fine. I've recently been playing through Demon's Souls, the remake from Software's original PS3 game, and it looks absolutely incredible. Horizon Forbidden West is also crazy to look at. The amount of detail and technology they can pack in to the visual scenes of these PS5 games is truly next generation. Higher frame rates and more dense worlds really blurs the line between PC's highest settings and PS5 gameplay. This is a huge win for the console gamers out there. Elden Ring has recently released, and due to the PC stuttering issues, the PS5 is the best way to play the game. It's actually pretty crazy to think that in this modern gaming world, the PS5 versions of some games are just as good as the PC versions. Consoles used to be much more inferior to the PC versions of the games. Now, it's almost even. Sometimes even more stable on the consoles, like Elden Ring. Backwards compatibility with all my old PS4 games works absolutely great too. I've had zero crashes or glitches in the past, while using the PS5 all year. All in all, the software experience has been brilliant. The menus did take a while to get used to after playing on the PS4 for so long, but like any new console or any new piece of software, You eventually figure it out and adapt to the new design. To end this short review, I just wanted to mention some pros and cons of owning the PS5 in my personal experience. Pros. Number 1. Amazing graphics. Number 2. The price to performance is amazing for 4K 60fps gameplay. Number 3. Fast loading, solid state storage only. Number 4. The DualSense controller feels premium and sturdy. And number 5. The PlayStation ecosystem has been modernised and it feels fast, feels fluid, and is relatively straightforward to use. And the cons. Number 1. The price of games. £70 in the UK for some new titles is absolutely ridiculous. Number 2. Expandable storage is way too expensive right now, and will be for the next year or more. Number 3. The size of the console and the flowing side plates make it difficult to fit in some places. Number 4. PlayStation Plus monthly games mostly include PS4 titles, as there aren't that many new PS5 releases, with the console being still so new. Number 5. Some games, such as The Witcher 3, are still waiting for the next gen patch, so I'm still waiting to play The Witcher 3 at 60fps on the console. It still currently runs at 30fps, as it's the PS4 version of the game. This is out of Sony's control, but it still impacts the backwards compatibility enjoyment. And number 6, getting hold of a PS5 seems almost impossible at the moment, in the UK anyway. So, would I recommend the PS5 to people looking for a new console? Yes, absolutely. Sony's track record with the PlayStation consoles and exclusive games means that the PS5 gets better and better every few months, with new game releases getting better and better. The hardware is amazing for the price point, the huge backlog of great PlayStation 4 games, and the PlayStation Store sales make owning a PS5 a great experience if you enjoy console gaming. I hope you found this review entertaining or informative. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoy my content. Bye.